cups and then glug glug. A finer group of friends you will not meet. Coffee Club.
Here we go, Coffee Club on a Friday morning, April 21st, 2023. Going to have a fun morning here. And we called in a bunch of our favorites here for today. So we'll introduce those folks here in a second. Want to talk about our coffee sponsor today, Boss Brew Coffee. Freshly roasted. They sent us these humongous bags of coffee. I love it. So,
which one did you grab?
This is
the Bali Blue.
This is the Bali Blue, and it's a whole bean coffee. And man, they really smell good. Is this the one we're drinking this morning?
No, we're drinking all of them.
Okay, which ones did you brew up?
I brewed up the Whiskey Barrel.
Oh, I like that one. Yep, the Whiskey Barrel aged coffee from Boss Brew Coffee. You can go to their website and actually get a 15% discount.
Yeah, and then we have the chocolate hazelnut.
I'm not a flavored coffee guy, but that one was okay.
It was good.
It was. Yeah. I gave it pretty high marks, and then I said, what is it? And he said it was the flavored coffee.
By squirrels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hazelnuts are their specialty.
It was good. It was very good.
And then the 6-bean blend.
Yes.
That's their dark roast.
So what's the website?
It is bossbrewcoffee.shop. They have like 12 more coffees on their website.
Mm-hmm.
But if you use SNOOZEBUSTERS with the S, it's 15% off.
Very good.
And that's going to last all week.
Yeah.
So
15% off. A big thank you to them. They sent us all these nice coffees, so we say nice things about them on the radio. And it works really good. Check them out. bossbrewcoffee.shop. Our guest today, like I said, we called some of our favorites in. So let's kind of go around the room here. We got Michael Pokop.
Ahoy.
In here. He's the guy that actually sang our jingle of our coffee club.
Put me in mind of Perry Como on steroids.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
With maybe too much coffee. Josh, take us around the rest of the room here.
All right, so following Michael, we have Molly with the Chamber, and then we have Bailey Abbott, and also Jessica Bortner, and they are one's with Community Hospital Health Foundation, the other one is with the clinic, Community Hospital, everything.
Community outreach.
Community outreach.
Yeah. And then we got Haley, Josh, myself. Let's talk to Bailey here. She sent me an email the other day talking about, happy April, it's spring, here we go, with your newsletter. It's one of the things you do for the hospital there. So what made the cut for the newsletter this time? Oh, I got to push a button on the bottom of that.
Technical malfunction. Please stand by.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I can.
Oh, yeah, there are.
You can?
Yeah, you're good. You're golden.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah, well, I didn't come prepared with the newsletter, but it is Stress Awareness Month. Next month is also Mental Health Awareness, so if you're a partner with our foundation, then you get a wellness newsletter from me every month, kind of just some fun tips and tricks, some articles, just maybe how to reduce some stress or some tips and tricks on how to do it at work, at home. Meditation is a good one, just taking time for yourself, all of those good things that...
Drinking better coffee because life's too short for bad coffee.
Yes,
Those
and
things.
making sure you drink some more water too, probably.
Oh, that's right.
Jesse,
Not just in my...
that was at you.
That was
And Josh, really.
Whoa.
If it's coffee-flavored water, isn't that legal?
That doesn't count.
Actually, we did that. We upgraded our ice cubes from just water to coffee ice cubes.
So we got the big square
Raising the bar.
mold, and so then any coffee that doesn't get consumed during the morning show goes into there. We make coffee ice cubes.
But then we pour water over it.
Yes.
Typically.
Oh, there you go.
More coffee.
And it almost becomes a tea, and it's delicious.
So it's like watered down coffee?
Yeah, a little bit.
Your face says you don't think you'd like it, but I'm telling you.
But see, we have a lot of dark roast coffees.
And it's a very
it's probably
heavy
stronger.
coffee. Yeah.
Right.
A great stress reliever, and you could put this in your newsletter, is like an 80% solved Sudoku puzzle. And then so you're just doing really.
An 80% solved?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
if it's
agree
80%.
with him.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean?
Because then
Why?
you just cruise right through it. You're like, yeah, I got this, and pump the fist. Yeah.
Well, so then it's already got a bunch of the answers.
Right.
But see, Mike, I know you well enough that you would take 80% solved and then have like 2 wrong answers in there somewhere.
It was the one that was already solved. I mean, it wasn't me.
Wait, has he played that game with you, the aggravation game? Or whatever one you want?
Aggravation.
The card game?
The game of Mao. Who in here has played Game of Mao?
I don't think I've ever played it.
No.
It's kind of like Fight Club. You can't talk about the rules. And with every succession, when somebody wins, they get to make up a new rule.
Oh.
But don't tell anybody what the rule is.
Ooh.
And there's penalties when you mess up and break the rule. Who wants to play that?
Is there nachos involved? I mean,
Sure.
I kind of want to be like in the standby and just watch you guys.
No, you gotta
I feel
play.
like that'd be much better for me.
You gotta play.
Because I'm that guy that I get mad when I have to go to jail and can't collect $200. So I can imagine how aggravated I'd get with this.
right.
Haley, you got to start off our weekend poll, which actually launched at 12:01 this morning, and I actually saw it hit.
Yes.
So,
So our weekend poll is, what is the best frozen pizza?
what is the best frozen pizza? Okay, Molly, you gotta start for that one here.
Okay, I love a good Totino's. Pepperoni Totino's, those little square pieces of pepperoni. I just, the sauce.
You roll them up like a
What an
burrito
idea.
when you get it out.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'll eat the whole thing.
You roll it up and make it
Yeah,
kind
you
of like
roll it just like a burrito.
it's like
And-
a calzone almost.
I mean, you got to wait for it to cool just a bit.
We'll get it on there.
Yeah, because it will scald your mouth. Right.
So Totino's for you.
Yes.
How about you, Bailey?
I would say Totino's also, but I like the Canadian bacon one too.
Do you? Yeah. Okay.
Pretty good. Or good stuff crust.
Jessica.
I got to go with the Rocket, like shout
Yeah.
out to Nick. So
Yeah.
frozen pizza, the Rocket. Other than that, if I'm doing a cheap one, pick it up at Walmart. Mine's going to be Tombstone combination.
Yeah. Michael, favorite frozen pizza?
Well, it's that one that, the scientists found in the glacier next to the woolly mammoth. It was woolly mammoth pizza. It was frozen already, no, I'm just kidding.
I would love. Hey, this is really morbid, but that day comes when you do pass on. Have you donated your brain to science? Because people want to see something.
I don't know. Like when you cut down an ash tree and the little sprouts come back up. I think that's what's going to happen. When I die, my brain's going to sprout little eggs and just exit.
Such an alien.
Yeah.
Haley, what is the best frozen pizza in your world?
I have to agree with the Tostinos, but I am a Red Baron fan.
Oh yeah.
There you are.
That's my daughter.
I don't know. The best thing is to take, even if it's just a regular cheese Tostino's pizza, get your own toppings, top it however you want, and stick it on the Traeger.
That's right.
Tabasco.
Traeger pizza.
Yes.
gotta have some
Traeger
Tabasco.
Yes.
pizza.
Nothing better.
Game changer.
Actually, green chili is the best. I'm just going to throw it.
Yeah.
You're from New Mexico.
It's because
Well,
it's
then
the
you got to
best.
dip it in ranch.
We got hash chilies
Absolutely.
with that?
Green chili, hatch, obviously, not Colorado chili. Come on.
She said green chili, not green pepper. Okay, so
Yes,
important
difference.
distinction.
And not jalapeno either. Get that off
no
there.
pineapple.
Whoa, okay.
Tabasco is good.
No pineapple.
Okay. Do we get everybody? What kind for you?
Rocket pizza, frozen is great.
Okay.
And then if I'm going like a store-bought pizza, it's Red Baron brick oven.
Yes. There
I like
you go.
this.
The other is not very good, but the brick oven on the Traeger.
Forever, I was the DiGiorno guy until I got the Freschetta or whatever it was. To me, their sauces were more flavorful.
Have you had the one bite pizza?
What is that?
It's pretty good. It comes in a yellow box. It's one
What,
bite.
like-
So Barstool,
Bagel bites?
no. It's just the brand is one bite. So Barstool Sports, it's like one of their pizzas that they came out with during the Rona.
Can we find it in the frozen food
Yeah,
section?
you can definitely find it. It's in a yellow box. Says one bite on it,
One
One
bite.
bite.
and it's really good.
So you got to buy like 20 of them because
No, they're-
obviously.
It's a good sized pizza.
Oh,
Okay, quick round. What should not be on a pizza? All right. Jessica?
Sardines came to mind.
Okay. Bailey?
or
I'll just agree with
There you
that
go.
because I like most pizzas, I
Yeah.
think.
right, Molly.
Listen, I'm going to be kicked out, but I hate cheese. And so
Molly.
I will take cheese off a pizza. And it's great. It's
thing
still
we've got some
tasty.
hospital
What does your husband do for
I
a
know.
living?
My husband runs a dairy farm. It is what it is.
Evaluation, intervention.
Cheese is just not my thing, and I take it. If it's cold pizza, that cheese comes straight off. If there's too much cheese, like if you sometimes you go somewhere and they like really load it, take it straight off. I order it without cheese everywhere I go.
I'm the one that goes to the chef at Valentino's and says, "Hey, that lasagna, can you make it without the noodles for me? I just want you to
No.
bake the cheese."
No way. Never in 100 years.
and sauce. All right, who else? What should not be on pizza?
I don't cotton to the pineapple.
No pineapple
Or
for you.
sauerkraut, really.
Yeah. Josh?
Well, pineapple belongs on pizza.
I agree.
Best pizza is
Oh,
a
yeah.
Canadian bacon, pineapple, jalapeno, cream cheese pizza.
Yeah, but have you ever had bacon, tomato, and onion?
Bailey was following you until you said cream cheese. Oh, the jalapeno. Yeah.
No, well,
I like them, but not on
yeah.
Yeah.
Bacon, onion, and tomato. You gotta try
Anchovies
that.
are about the only thing that don't belong on there. And chicken. Freaking chicken.
Come on.
I hate chicken pizza.
We're trying to support the beef farmers around here, you know.
Okay,
that's what
the
people
Loop
like.
had a buffalo chicken pizza that was insane.
Probably, but I probably wouldn't try it.
Josh, you're missing out. The Loop's crazy pizza of the week or whatever they call it. Stupid pizza of the week.
I wanted to try the one today or this week with the Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Yes.
That sounded really good.
Didn't they have one that had like a truffle on it that
Sure,
was like
yeah.
$1,200 or something?
It wasn't $1,200.
Well, it was exorbitant. I'm not prone to exaggeration much.
Haley, what should not be on pizza?
I don't know. I'll probably get hated for this one too, but I'm just not a big pepperoni fan on my pizza.
Really?
I'd rather eat pepperoni cold than warmed up.
Okay.
For me,
What if it's warmed up and then it cools?
No.
what should not be on pizza? For me, lettuce.
Ooh, good
I'm
call.
not, and I say that because my wife loves a taco pizza.
Yes.
And so if we're eating a buffet or one of those shows up on there, I will bring her one back. But I don't like lettuce on my pizza. So the taco pizza is not a thing for me. That one and the barbecue pizzas, I'm just not a big fan of
Not
those.
crazy about this.
So
I'm with you. Especially if it's chicken barbecue.
With lettuce.
Aren't
But
you
I
like the
would-
barbecue master
Yeah.
and you don't like barbecue pizza?
I don't like
yeah,
barbecue.
it's in the same vein as the dairy gal that doesn't want cheese.
All right.
So,
Here's the thing, though, is how often do you see me eat barbecue sauce?
not very often,
I am not a big sauce guy.
unless you made it.
Unless, well,
True.
yeah.
With his habanero.
One of my favorite pizzas is up at Pal's in North Atlanta.
yeah.
They had a barbecue chicken sriracha pizza that I
You
really
lost me.
Well, don't knock it till you try
Can you
it, man.
spell sriracha?
Their happy German pizza was good.
YES. Huh?
I'm hungry.
Same.
The weekend poll: what's the best frozen pizza? Please go and post something.
We
on
had
that.
somebody say Jack's and then add pepperoni and onions. Jack's Pizza.
How many people would get the frozen pizza and then put more stuff on it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I was that motivated, I
Too
guess.
lazy. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
I mean, if it's
No.
frozen pizza, you're like, I ain't got time.
Guess what the
Right in
most
the middle of my
added
80% solved Sudoku
ingredient
puzzle, you know.
to frozen pizza is
Cheese.
cheese.
Yeah.
Straight off. I like brush it.
Molly is crinkling her nose at us here. We got another fun topic for our coffee club here this morning, and our coffee sponsor today is Boss Brew Coffee. Go to their website, bossbrewcoffee.shop. 15% discount if you use the code SNOOZEBUSTERS. This is one of my favorite ones here. It's called "What Do You Wish Was Never Invented?" And that list can go so big. We kind of had a pre-show talk a little bit. Jessica had kind of an idea on it.
Well, that's what I wasn't 100% Sure. So I decided to look it up, and if you need to waste a little bit of time, like go and look up and see
Google
what's been invented that shouldn't have been invented. And I was just like, you can actually, or somebody thought it was a great idea to develop a pea utensil. It's just like, obviously getting peas with forks and spoons is way too hard. So that you would load it up, single file with your peas, and then, as you said, to kind of stick your pinky out, I think, when you took it to your mouth, so you could control your pea consumption. So, but if personally me, I was just like, I struggled with this one, but this is me going out on my limb. I'm thinking social media. Get rid of social media.
People would have to talk to each other again.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
They'd have to go to class reunions.
Don't use that dirty word.
Class reunion.
Facebook and the socials definitely killed the class reunions. Absolutely.
Not here.
Yeah.
Around here, a family reunion and a class reunion is about the same.
It really is.
Darcy was related to like everybody in our class.
Yeah.
So
That was why you two got together, because you weren't related.
I was one of 3 people.
Yeah. Bailey, what should never have been invented?
I really try to think about this too, and I don't really know. I do agree with social media. It's kind of a double-edged sword, there's some good and some bad, but I know it. I scroll endlessly, and I can do a lot better things, so I'd say that's probably should have never.
Molly, what should never have been invented?
Okay.
Here it comes.
If you have to run for sport, that should never have been invented. Running for sport. Like, why? Who?
Like the conditioning part, or
Like
what?
any part of it. Let me tell you, when I was an 8th grader, I played basketball through 8th grade. Remember, I'm 6'2". In 9th grade, I was like, that running, I'm just going to do volleyball. It's shorter lines. We're just doing volleyball. I literally quit basketball because there was too much running. And there's not even that much. Like, I didn't do track at all, obviously, because I didn't run. So running.
My daughter, I love her. She was on the cross country team for McCook here, and she actually asked the coach if she could just practice. Didn't want to go to the meets and everything because there was too much pressure. But she just wanted to practice and hang out with the team.
Bless her. It's too
She just
much.
wanted to run for fun.
Yeah.
For fun. For
practice.
Like, this is the thing. Like,
That's
if
called
I'm
team
running, it's a
manager.
problem, but I haven't run in, I don't know, 20 years.
Yeah.
What if there's an alligator involved?
I'm running. I mean, that's the thing. If I'm running, it's a problem.
Self-preservation.
But why
There's
run
something
when you
happening.
can push somebody else down?
There you go. Yeah. Trip the old lady with the
You
cane.
just have to be the slowest person.
This
So
guy right here, one of my best friends. He really is.
I love it. I'm with him.
That's what I do. I mean, you're talking about me, somebody else, and a bear.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
So what should never have been invented? We got to this. Michael.
Well, it's a tie. Rap music or man buns. Just saying. Okay. Honestly. Can I get an amen?
You don't like man buns?
Well, yeah. Like I said, it's a tie. Rap music, man
So how do you feel
buns.
about mullets then?
What's that?
Mullets.
What's that?
As a
Short
You had a mullet.
You know,
Short on the
had a
top,
mullet.
long in the back.
business
with
in
the
the
know what it
front,
is. I never
Come
had
on.
party in the back.
Yeah, I never had one.
No,
I can see you with a mullet.
No.
You definitely had a
It
mullet.
was too redneck. I wasn't going to go there. I was like, what? Look at that.
Oh, that's right. You came from. You spent a lot of time in Vegas.
Yeah, I graduated high school there.
Where were you? Okay, so you were born in?
No, I was born in South Dakota.
Okay.
And so graduated high school in Vegas. So when I moved back here, people say, oh, that must be culture shock. I'm like, no, culture shock is when you're wearing your cowboy boots and your pearl snap button up, shirt and going to high school in Vegas. And
In
people
Vegas.
are like, well, Sadie Hawkins was a couple weeks ago there, Tex.
Josh,
I'm like, what?
what should have never been invented?
Cotton balls.
Stop.
Yeah, those things. Those dreaded monsters.
Josh and I have this thing. I can sit here and I can chew on silverware. Doesn't bother me.
Ew.
I can do the fingernails on the chalkboard. That doesn't bother me at all. But you pull a cotton ball apart in front of me. It's the fibers.
It doesn't make me do that dance like you do, but
Does.
Do you have any close by? I'd like to check this
no.
out.
Me too.
That's what I was saying before I got here. That Josh told me this last night, and I was like, oh shoot, I got to bring cotton balls to this today, and then I forgot.
Just sit there and just take hair is just
You know what
sitting.
is the worst about cotton balls? When they, like, when your hands are kind of dry and they kind of stick and are PC.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is gross.
It's soft snow will do it too.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't bother
Pull
me.
apart.
Stepping on the snow, it makes the same crunch sound as when you pull apart a cotton ball.
It's the texture in it. Haley,
And I'll scoop a path.
what is your answer for something that should have never been invented?
I don't know. I like the social media response. I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to go with four-way stops. Back on that issue.
Should just be three-way, maybe.
What about roundabouts?
Roundabout.
There you go.
What's wrong with a four-way stop?
People don't know how to use them, and it really irritates me.
They're just being polite and they're deferring.
I'm that guy that waves people on just to see their reaction. I'll pull up first and I'll be like,
That's
See,
funny.
and I would be the other person yelling at you,
Yeah.
saying,
It's
"You're
your
here
turn.
first. Get to going."
go ahead.
You got two people doing this to each other, and nobody's going anywhere.
It's great.
We
So
are.
it's like, Nebraska might be too polite for four-way stops. You know? No, I insist. No, I insist.
But here's the thing.
I got nowhere to
Out
go.
here, especially at four-way intersections in the county, there's actually a thing called redneck rules of right-of-way. And the rule is, ye who has the biggest wheels has the right-of-way.
Yeah.
So,
I can get on board with that.
you like that?
See, I like to wave people on, and then when they start going, and then I'll take the foot off my brake, and so then I'll like hunch forward.
You are such a jerk.
It brings me great joy.
Haley, I'm sorry. Social media, is that what you're going with?
Right, sure.
What shouldn't
And
have
the
been
four-way
invented.
stops.
And the four-way stops. Somebody asked me last night. The social media, I'm really torn on because, believe it or not, I actually make a lot of money off the social media. There's some of my clients. That's the only way I can get a hold of them is
OnlyFans or Foot Finders? What do you?
Yeah.
Joshua. I said like Messenger or something
You
like that.
spilled his secret.
Yeah,
If you find it, make a donation, please. Somebody needs a
his
pedicure.
username is Bad Baldy.
The more money you pay, the less
Furrow brow.
pixelated it is, right? I mean,
Oh, no.
What do you wish was never invented? Great topic for Coffee Club on a Friday morning. Switch the gears here. Something ridiculous that you cried about. And we had quite the conversation before the show on this one, too. And between Kyle and Haley, she was asking him to help, decipher. He kept giving examples, and she's like, no, that's not ridiculous.
Yeah, I found that to be the most exciting part.
Pregnant lady over here. I mean,
I was going to say, I'm pregnant, so
extra emotions.
I'll just leave it at that.
hormones a wash.
Did you come up with one?
Not
Something
really.
ridiculous you cried about?
The cardinal in the backyard is what I heard.
But that wasn't ridiculous.
What happened to the cardinal?
Just a beautiful bird.
There's a backstory to this.
There was
Did
a
the
male
dog
and a
get it?
female cardinal that showed up in the backyard. And so, when they say when you see a cardinal, it's a sign from heaven, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it was just shortly after his grandpa Moore passed away and his mom.
That's not ridiculous.
That's what I said.
Come on, Kyle.
Are you gonna cry now?
No, baby.
Hey, have you cried like after like dropping something after you've been pregnant?
No, I just get really, really mad and then I yell at Kyle to come pick it up.
For me, yeah, it was a time when actually I was working on. I don't do a lot of mechanic stuff, If it's electrical or if it's audio or visual, those types of things, I'm really good at. Mechanical things, like especially automobiles, for whatever reason, it just doesn't. There was a perfect picture of this that I saw yesterday in a meme. And it was a guy sitting down, and he was underneath the car a little bit, and you saw this look of just absolute defeat on his face. And the caption read, what was supposed to be 30 minutes, and now you're in hour number 8. And it was just that look of defeat, questioning all of life, because you did something mechanic-wise.
And that made you cry?
Oh, not that meme, but I had a moment that was similar. So
His personal experience of fixing automobiles.
and so then I called a mechanic, and life was good.
That's what my rule. When your wife asks you to do something, you get 6 months. If you start working on month 5 and you can't get it done, just call a professional. That's why God made them.
Just call the professional in week 1, and everybody's
What if
happy.
she asks you to make the bed?
Nope.
I mean,
Call a professional.
somebody that's
Back to the OnlyFans
off
again?
work from the Holiday Inn or something, I guess.
Quality Inn and Suites.
All right, let's go middle. How about Bailey? What was something ridiculous that you cried about?
I'm sure there's probably been more ridiculous things, but as we were talking, I kind of remembered the first time I ever killed a rabbit. My brother made me do it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just blew that thing in half, and I just was like crying. I'm pretty sure I have the video on my phone still. It's actually pretty funny, but
Whip it out.
yeah,
I love
I would
it.
say that's
I love
probably the most ridiculous thing because
Okay.
now it's like whatever.
Yeah. Molly?
I can't think of, when like you're a mom, things happen and you just like tear up about everything, which is so weird. So it's always ridiculous. But I think the thing that I regularly cry about is TV shows or movies, and you're just like,
Oh.
God, I can't believe it. Or I've seen it 1,000 times and I still cry.
They hit you in the feels, huh?
Yeah. And everybody probably has that same answer, but
Jessica?
Any movie with an animal.
yeah, like that Marley movie with the dogs.
Marley, Old Yeller.
Old Yeller.
Aren't we due for another dog, death movie?
No.
Oh, I know. I will tell you one thing that it relates to this. So when I was teaching in Colorado, we were reading this book, really fabulous book called.
Where the red fern grows?
No, I've done that too, but it wasn't that time. Anyways, I'll think of the book. But in the book, it's based in Africa, and this kid, they're basically starving to death, and so he has this dog, and he has to tie him to a tree, and he has to let the dog go, and basically, he dies. Well, I had been doing it like through a read aloud, like audiobook, read it to the class. Well, that day that chapter was happening, the audiobook didn't work.
No.
So I had to read it.
You had to read it.
I had to read it. And I was sobbing, and my fourth graders are like, what's happening? And I was like, oh God, this is
So he had to let his dog go?
He had to let his dog die, basically. Like he
so why
tied it
didn't
to
he
a
just
tree
eat the
so the
dog?
dog wouldn't keep coming back. And it's
Was the dog
devastating. It's
eating
based
the
on a
food
true,
the starving
true
children
story.
were
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm just wondering.
if I'm starving enough, I'm going to eat the dog.
No,
Josh!
because it's his dog. It's like his dog, and he knew that if he didn't tie it to a tree, the dog would keep coming back to the village and would just die in front of him.
Yeah.
And so he tied him to a tree, and he ended up dying. And you know that in the story, and it's devastating. And these fourth graders are like blinking at me, and I'm crying, and then they're tearing up. Oh my gosh,
It was
ridiculous.
Such a moment. Jessica, something ridiculous that you cried about.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I grew up in Oklahoma. My husband grew up in Nebraska, so we had this long distance relationship. And so one of the times that we were kind of dating, I was back here, and we had to travel back to Oklahoma. I think I was going to school back here, and we get pulled over by a police officer, and he had politely told me a couple of times, like, you're driving a little fast. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm driving his truck, and lights behind us, and the police officer comes up, and I just start bawling. The waterworks, and I was
Did you
like,
get a
I'm
ticket?
embarrassed, and no, I didn't. He said it was the funniest thing. It's just like by the time the police officer was over, he's like apologizing to you. He's like, I am so sorry that I pulled you over, and
Yes.
Wow. Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Yeah. Oh, no.
cotton balls. Just
Give me one. Give me a cotton ball. Oh, they're spilling. Oh, they're migrating.
Okay.
Let's hold this close to the
For
microphone.
those that don't know what just happened,
Oh, it's like the Alien movie. The
saying.
head is coming out.
people on the
Adam's the best.
for people that don't know what just happened, Adam Johnson. He's
cotton dust and
I used to call him a friend of mine.
He's my best friend. I don't
Yeah.
think you guys knew that.
I didn't know that basically it was a strip and then it like balls it up.
Okay.
Look at Josh's face.
I am trying so hard.
He's literally about to get out of
I can handle cotton balls, but Adam Johnson just brought us a whole bag of cotton balls.
You know, when they harvest them, they're literally balls in the first place.
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh, he's just itching.
I'm gonna try this.
Don't do it.
Okay, ready? I got to take the compressor off here.
hold on.
Okay, I took the compressor off of my mic here, so. Josh is out.
Exactly. We can just do that the whole time.
It's like the people that have spider fears, and they put their head in a bucket full of spiders or whatever.
They do.
Yeah, on like that game show Fear Factor.
Fear Factor.
And they ask you what your fears are, and then they give you those fears.
Yeah.
See, you could be like
My
cotton balls.
fear is swimming in a pool with Jello with
right.
bikini
I
models.
hate that Jello. Jeez.
That's my fear.
Is there pineapple in that Jello?
No pineapple.
Adam Johnson, love you, man.
Oh,
Don't ever do that again.
Come on back.
Ready for another topic? Do we get everybody? I think so. Another topic, and we wanted to do this topic a few different weeks, but I felt like we had to wait for the right people in the room so they would understand. You can always dog on a community, and yet there's things that you can say and inform people about that is constructive and yet somewhat in a positive manner, if that makes sense. Said all that to say, what is the one thing that visitors or newcomers need to know about this area? And obviously, when you have the director of the chamber here, that is, that has come to the area, and you start to pick up on some of those things. We're going to save you for last, okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, Jessica, you're going to go first. What is one thing visitors or newcomers need to know about this area?
okay. There's 3 parts, and it all builds on each other. Number 1, everybody knows everybody. Number 2, not only do they know everybody, they know the car you drive. And number 3, if you end up out in the country, not only do they know you, they know the car you drive, they know the tracks that your car makes. And they will say, like, why were you out such and such? I'm like, how'd you know I was out? Well, I saw your tracks down there. I'm like, what the hell? It's a thing. It's a serious thing.
Yeah.
I had no idea. That was a
And
shocker to
putting
me.
on sunglasses doesn't alleviate that.
And there's no road signs or street signs. It's just go past the old car place, and then you hang a left, and you'll see the old Teeter barn.
Well,
that burned down 20 years ago. There's remnants.
Yeah.
Look for it. Yeah.
Bailey,
Crow's not there on the corner post. You just wait till it comes back. You know what I mean?
Bailey, where was home for you? Where'd you come from?
I was born here,
Okay.
but I've kind of lived everywhere. Colorado, Wyoming's where I graduated.
Yeah.
So
Welcome home, by the way.
thanks.
So, what's one thing visitors or newcomers need to know about this area?
I would say that there's definitely more to offer in McCook than people say or give credit for.
Yeah.
We have Communities of Excellence initiative through the hospital, and we're working on so many great things. We have great parks, recreation, a lot of good projects going, walking trail. So just knowing that there are things out there to do,
An
to
opportunity.
be active, there's opportunity.
Yeah, it's called involvement, and I think that's where a lot of people get confused. They don't get involved, and so they don't know. And so, like, for everybody that just wants to complain and be like, oh, there's nothing to do here. Well, I always say, well, then get involved with something, and you'll find something to do.
Bomber.
And so, like,
And then we do have a community calendar on the chamber
Yeah.
website, so that's a great place to go if you don't know
Shade has been
what's
cast.
going on.
Michael, what is something that visitors or newcomers need to know about this area?
Well, what they need to know.
Can you remove that cotton swab, please?
As you pull it
So
on.
when no, what they need, what people, newcomers and visitors and what have you, need to know. When the radio weathermen predict bad weather, they're right, and that doesn't mean that you go outside with your your phone and record the tornado, you need to seek shelter.
Yeah.
But
You're
in
not
inclement
wrong.
weather, yeah. So that's why I always say, Jesse, predict nice weather and it'll happen.
It doesn't quite work though.
It does. It really does. It's uncanny.
That's the problem, though, is like I have to get out in the bad weather to come to work to tell people to not get out in the bad weather.
Especially winter storms. Josh will drive over here in nasty, nasty winter storms and say, everybody stay home now.
Everybody,
It's
the roads
bad
are
out.
slicker than a.
Right. a booger on a kid's finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Molly, we're going to end with you on this one.
I think, I'll just take off where Bailey ended. I really think that people don't know what we have. They just don't either pay attention or look for, and maybe don't want to know. There is so much stuff that we have. So that's the first piece. We do things every single day. My calendar on the community, on my website, McCookChamber.org has stuff. I try to fill it with stuff every day because it is important, and it's important to our community to make sure that not just my members, but the whole community can shine and show what they're doing. And so we really do try to make sure that is up to date. So if you don't know, look at it. But the other thing that I know that when we came as newcomers just a couple years ago, people are so nice here, and it's just a community that embraces people, new people, and helps people feel like they're at home. And so that's, I think, the best part about McCook.
I love it. Great answers, folks. Time for the games.
And I want to give a shout out to the people down in Atwood, Kansas.
Okay.
Every time I go down there after I'm on Coffee Club, they're like, "Yeah, we heard you down there." And
I'm glad they
got a lot
listen.
of listeners
Hey, they
down
love
there.
us.
They do.
Yeah, some good folks.
You ever been to Smoking on the Beaver down there?
No,
So you need
It's a
to go.
barbecue contest.
go.
And
We moved Heritage Days for that reason, so
Yeah,
that people
really?
could go to Smoking on the Beaver.
Yeah.
That's the
She just
actual
wanted.
live
She just
truth.
wanted me there. At,
Yeah.
Heritage Days.
is that like a June thing?
No, it's September.
September.
Oh, it's in September.
And last weekend in September.
it is definitely worth it.
Old Flat Nuts Barbecue is going to be there this year.
I can't see a reason why I shouldn't go.
Okay, we're going to start games now. Ready? Here we go.
Games. Frivolity.
Which is older? I'll give you two things. You tell me which is the older, okay? Bubblegum or cake mix?
Ooh,
Who's
Bubblegum.
Who's team bubblegum?
I'm Team Bubblegum.
Who's team cake mix?
cake mix?
Okay. Bubblegum's older, 1928 versus
No, can't be.
49.
God mentions flour in the Bible. Come on.
But that's cake mix.
Yeah.
We're talking about box, not
well,
homemade stuff.
you think those people didn't know how to mix stuff together? You know,
So Adam and Eve
slightly
cake mix.
hydrogenated vegetable oil, whatnot.
You and I both know there were cake mixes in mason jars way earlier.
Right.
So which is older, the credit card or the copy machine?
Ooh, copy machine.
I'm with copy.
Okay, anybody credit card? Y'all's right. Copy machine is 1937, where the credit card wasn't until
I changed my answer.
1950.
Did you answer?
Which is
But I have
older,
time.
the first canned beer or the Slinky?
First canned beer or the Slinky?
Slinky.
No, canned beer came out.
Slinky.
Canned beer came out in the 1930s.
Slinky in the
Yeah, but the
10s.
Slinky could have been the result of
Nah,
an industrial
I feel like it was like-
accident.
I feel
you
like
know,
that was
during
like the
the
50s.
industrial age.
All right,
of
real quick, how many people have the Slinky song going in their head?
Slinky, Slink.
I didn't even know there was a
Everyone
song.
loves a
Well,
Slink.
now we all know.
Is that it?
It is for a girl and a boy. It's fun for a girl and a boy. Hey. And they don't really go down all the steps.
No, which is so disappointing.
But the last 5, it just gives up.
Tangled.
And then we had to make them safe, and they made them plastic instead of metal.
Oh, yes. Those were terrible.
Yeah. Okay, well, the Slinky was 1943, but first canned beer, 1935. Josh is right.
During the Depression, that wasn't
the
that
30s.
like, the Prohibition era? Should they have been canning beer?
Believe me, they were canning beer.
They were canning a lot of stuff.
Did you know that Walgreens was actually had the authority to prescribe alcohol?
Really?
Yeah. Back in the Depression, yeah.
It's not during the time? So it's
yeah.
kind of like the medical marijuana now, huh?
Yeah. During the Depression, Walgreens actually...
We're depressed, I'm sure. Which is older, diet soda or the first scientific handheld calculator?
Oh, no.
Soda.
Cocaine soda.
Cocaine soda.
Diet soda is 1952. The handheld scientific calculator was 1972.
Wow.
One more game for us here. It's called Time Cop. This is a fun one. Time Cop. It's I'm going to give you 4 stats, and you tell me which one did not happen in 1982. Did not happen in 1982. Michael Jackson released his album Thriller. The Michael Douglas Glenn Close film Fatal Attraction was in theaters. The Space Shuttle Columbia flew its first mission, and actor John Belushi died. So which one of those did not happen in 1982?
I'm going to go with, I was born in 91, so I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Fatal Attraction was later.
Okay. How about you guys?
I was born in 83, so technically I'm out also.
Yeah.
But I think that Fatal Attraction was in the theater in 82. But maybe it was in 83.
Wait. Yeah. She was there, the Blockbuster.
Dad, can we see
I went to it. You didn't know? I don't know.
Question, did they still have drive-in theaters back then?
Oh, of course.
Hey,
1987 was the year for Michael Douglas and Glenn Close. So
Ooh, I rock.
Mike was right. One more time, Cop. Which of the following events did not happen in 1997?
oh, here we go.
So
That's the year
y'all,
I was born.
so y'all should be able to play. Bailey, are you in on this one? No, still out. Okay. Time Cop. Okay. Time Cop 2. Here we go. Which of the following events did not happen in 1997? Hong Kong returned to Chinese rule. Titanic appeared in the movie theaters. Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman, was arrested for indecent stuff.
Oh,
Or was it Heaven's Gate cult members thought they were catching a spaceship in California?
Pee Wee Herman.
That's what you're saying? Everybody
Yeah, I
else?
think it was
know
early.
the
Yeah, Pee Wee
Titanic
Herman was
one.
earlier than 97.
91, wasn't it?
It was earlier.
When I was born.
You were born,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I mean-
Anybody else?
I know the
I got
Titanic
nothing.
one is.
What was the first one again?
What, the first one?
Yeah.
Hong Kong returned to Chinese rule.
I have no idea.
Okay.
That was true.
Yeah. The Paul Rubens arrest was in 1991. So
Wow. You rock, dude. Yeah. Okay. Palm.
that is.
That was called the turkey.
I did not really. Woo. So, how did you know it was 91?
I know weird crap.
Yes, he does.
It is the most remarkable thing that I was a C student in school.
Yeah.
Really? My folks thought I was studying oceanography because all my grades were below sea level.
Wow. That was great.
Dad joke.
Did you know that in Pictionary, one of the answers is Ronald Reagan? So as soon as somebody starts drawing in Pictionary, I always shout out Ronald Reagan.
Just
on
because.
Just on the chance that might be true.
Maybe.
It's birthdays time. Birthdays and anniversaries. You got some of those. Go to our Facebook page. You can post those on there, and we'll wish folks a happy birthday today. If anybody knows of some local birthdays. And do you know anybody having a birthday today or through the weekend? Okay. Good, Mike.
Kirkendall? Is it Kim's? Yeah. Yay.
who's
Happy
that?
birthday. Kim Kirkendall.
It's got a birthday today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I know somebody that's having an anniversary.
Go for it.
We can do that.
Is today the 21st?
Today is the 21st.
Just a couple more days, and it's my
Yeah.
wife's anniversary.
Okay. How many years?
Not yours.
Just your wife's.
Well, yeah, mine too. But I mean,
How many years?
20.
Wow.
Awesome.
20
Very good.
years.
Yeah. We're now a coffee cup size.
How many people have anybody else birthdays?
Yeah.
Kate Capel. Kate Capel's birthday's today.
All right.
We had one that was called in for Alyssa Skeen turns 15.
Okay. My list looks like this. Marcus Wilson has got a birthday. Also, Valerie Loop, Alan Gunther, Gene Esch, Bryce. I always butcher her last name. Ardenaso.
Artesino.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
You just got to say it with confidence.
Allie's going to slay me for that one.
You're both wrong.
What?
It's Artisono.
But see, people believed me.
Because you were confident.
Said
I
with
was confident.
confidence.
Yeah,
Sold
he's
it.
got one of those Latin language, flares.
Happy birthday, Bryce. She does listen to the show occasionally, so. I think she's down in St. Louis
Yeah.
chiropractic school, right?
Yep.
Wow.
I was going to go to that, but I just didn't think I could crack it. Mitchell Cole with a birthday today. And
Too many joints got in the way?
I was going to say, we just got that one messaged in. He turned 17 today.
17.
Happy birthday.
All right. don't believe his Facebook profile then.
My mom's birthday is tomorrow.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Becky.
How old is your mom?
My mom,
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Come
Don't
on.
say it.
I'll say it.
How old's your mom?
I believe that she is going to be 58.
Joshua
She's
Anthony
so young.
Kingport,
She's
stop.
She was born in 1965.
Then yes.
We got some birthday prizes to give away.
A donut from Sanert's, ice cream from The Scoop, sandwich from Jimmy John's, large pizza from the Rocket Inn, and Coca-Cola.
Who was the one that was called in or messaged in?
That was Mitchell Cole.
Mitchell, stop by the radio station. You are the winner of our nice group of prizes.
Oh, we just got hooked up too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the new flavors we got?
We have Rand Energy, Harvest Grape, Dunkin' Donuts, Cake Batter Coffee, Cherry Coke, Orange Fanta, Body Armor. We have Watermelon Wave, Coconut, Power Punch, Orange Frenzy, and then we have Coke, the Strawberry and Cream Dr. Pepper.
And they also sent us some strawberry and cream lip balm.
Oh, yeah. Anybody like lip balm?
Anybody?
Anybody like chapstick?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah?
melts in my car.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
smells
And you
good.
can never get it
Yeah.
to screw back down.
Well, you can have that.
For you. Let us know if it's any good.
Just don't eat it.
Yeah.
Come
I had a
on.
friend from Atwood give me a shout out. Hey, thanks for the shout out to Atwood this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
I know.
Let's move on to our celebrity birthdays. We will tell a person tell us why they're famous. It's everybody against Josh here on this Friday morning. Tony Danza.
Invented the internet.
Oh, what was
Oh,
that
no, he
show?
was the guy in that Elton John song.
No, Mr. Tony Danza.
Who's the boss? Who's the boss?
Count the headlights on the highway.
Who's the boss? He was also in Taxi, and in 2018 started starring in The Good Cop from Netflix.
I'm with you. It's the Tony Danza
Tony
song.
Danza song. That was great.
Steve Backshaw.
Never heard of him.
He is 49, reality TV, and does some acting a little bit. Rob Riggle.
Oh, he's a comedy actor.
Yeah.
Didn't he always have that like dour attitude? Like,
Yeah, he was actually in the military for several years.
Really?
I'm probably going to get myself in trouble for
I
this
think he
one.
was a Marine.
But Jesse Stevens, spelled Jessey.
Oh, that's just wrong.
It does look wrong.
It's wrong.
What's he famous for?
I mean, the E already has the E sound. Why do we need an IE or a Y after it? Or,
Emphasis, emphasis.
Let's
extra
just
syllables.
put the sometimes Y is probably sticking out here pretty good.
Fast.
Instagram star and model who managed by Nick's Models in Miami, known as the Smooth King on Vine.
Smooth.
That lasted
King
6
on
seconds.
Vine.
Amassed over 420,000 followers.
Aspen Dame has a birthday today.
Okay, happy birthday, Aspen.
I have a follower. Every day it's my shadow.
Emma Tremblay is 18.
Actress.
She is a movie actress. She was in The Judge, also the M. Night Shyamalan series Wayward Pines, and CW's Supergirl. About Jordy Jordan,
Jordy Jordan.
Soccer player.
Instagram.
YouTubist. Iggy
The
Pop.
guy that invented the vape.
Oh, Iggy Pop. Rock singer.
Pop music.
He was the frontman of one of the most influential proto-punk bands of all time.
The
I don't even know what that is.
Stooges.
Yeah. The Stooges, yeah.
Did you ever listen to the Stooges?
No.
I am familiar with Iggy Pop.
Hudson Workmeister turns 14 today, so happy birthday, Hudson.
Yeah, the junior high and high school really are birthday heavy.
It is. They should have cake
Yeah.
for lunch. Also on our list, Tony Romo.
Football.
Who's that?
Where do you play football?
Dallas.
Invented the Romo tomato.
Nice.
Actually, he's a really good sports announcer.
I really
He does
love
a
him.
Great job.
Yeah.
If I was any coach and I needed a defensive coordinator, I would call that guy
Really?
because he can pick apart any offense.
He's good.
He can look at the formation and he'll tell everybody in his competition, oh, they're going to swing left here. And
Maybe UNL should contact him.
That'd be all right.
By the way, I do have a solution for the coaching problem at UNL.
What's that?
Yes. So it would involve the Nebraska lottery, and if they created a scratch ticket, they could sell this for $100, mind you, and they'd sell out, I'm sure, in a day. Coach for a day. Yeah.
Sounds like a great
You scratch
fundraiser.
it. You're a coach for the day. I mean,
I like the rule that we have right now. I think
you'd have to be a Nebraska,
I've drank the Kool-Aid.
because otherwise we get some Hanyak from California.
How about James McAvoy?
X-Men.
Yeah. What else?
I don't know. X-Men.
He was in
Part of
Children
the clan, the McAvoys.
X-Men 2.
of Dune and some of those other ones. And topping our list here was Queen Elizabeth II.
She was a queen.
She was. Anybody know
So was
how old
Freddie
she
Mercury.
96.
made? 96 years old. And yet Betty White made 98, so we win again.
Betty White. She was a treasure.
That is...
Wasn't she the longest reigning queen, though?
Oh, yeah, by far. Became the constitutional monarch of 16 countries and supreme governor of the Church of England after the coronation in 1953. Longest reigning monarch in British history.
Wow.
It won't be beat.
Never, ever. They'll never see that again.
Certainly not by this king.
Wow.
Not with the dental health they have there in England.
As we're getting ready to wrap up here this morning, Molly, you want to give a plug for some upcoming things happening in the chamber?
Sure. So last night we had our member mixer, which was a great time. We had it. We had to move it from Norris Alley, which we were bummed to move from, but we went to the golf course, and Strings Attached came, and we had about probably close to 60 people there. We had a great time. Pahulus came out and fed everybody, and y'all get ready for that food because it is going to be bussin'. That's what my kid says, bussin'. And so that was that. Our next event, our next big event is Bash on the Hills. It is coming June 16th. We have two bands, Platinum Pearls out of North Platte and the Trainer Band out of Valley, Nebraska. They are coming, and we have 7 food trucks lined up. Tickets go on sale May 1st to our members. So the members of the chamber, you can get your tickets early, and those come with 2 drink tickets, and then also a koozie. Who doesn't love a good koozie? And then May 15th, general public can buy tickets. All of the tickets start at $15 pre-sale. And it's going to be a great night.
Folks want to learn more? Check out the chamber website and Facebook and the socials.
Yeah.
Them darn socials. Jessica, how about upcoming things at the hospital?
It is on occasion starting to warm up. Things are kind of greening up. You golfers out there, it's time to knock off the rust and get out there, get your practice on, get signed up for the Community Hospital Pro-Am at Heritage Hills, June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We're taking your entries.
I can actually play this year.
Woo!
I blocked out the date so I can play.
Did you hear that? Block out the dates.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes that's what you have to do.
Yeah. So it's a good time. We're going to start off with the Edward Jones horse race, and that'll be the Friday, and then 2 great days of play, Saturday and Sunday. We spoil you rotten. Your team's going to be $1,500. $1,000 just covers the cost of the team. $500 goes back to Community Hospital Health Foundation to help support all the great pieces that we provide to the hospital and community in regard to healthcare.
That is a wrap for Coffee Club itself. This morning being brought to you by our coffee sponsor, Boss Brew Coffee.
Thanks to Boss Brew.
.shop, 15% discount.
You can take them cotton balls with you.
Yeah. So that's a wrap, folks.
You want to give a bag away?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's give 3 bags. We're going to keep one. Now, these are open bags, folks.
What bag do you want to keep?
But they're whole roast.
Uh-oh. Not FDA.
He wants the hazelnut.
No. The whiskey barrel aged coffee. But if somebody wants to really try it, come on by and we'll brew you up some. But let's give away 3 of them. Okay.
All right.
On our Facebook, how about Boss Brew Coffee is your code word. Go there and you can type that in, the first 3 to do so. Going to get yourself a bag. First 2. The third one we'll give away on the air or on the phone line, 345-5598. That is Coffee Club on Friday morning, April 21st, 2023. Happy Weekend Eve.